Y'all remember the Facebook, right? That small website for college students that used to be in the news all the time for making sure that it was actually for college students only? Yeah, about that. How do I put this? They had a bit of a growth spurt. Now they're noticeably more sinister. It turns out that being at the top for too long tends to do particular things to companies. Before they get ended by competition or antitrust suits, they tend to abuse their customers cause, well, shoot, who's gonna stop them? Okay, but Facebook is free. They can't force you to give them more money if you aren't giving them any in the first place. Yeah, about that. So, you know how once upon a time things used to get posted on Facebook and go viral? You know, you'd see it on the evening news, it would become a big cultural thing, your grandmother would know about it. You know, like that. That doesn't happen anymore. You know why? Because Facebook made it that way. Now hang on, I know what you're thinking. That's crazy talk. There's no way a company could do something so blatantly anti-competitive and not get completely raked over the coals for it, right? So, back in 2018, Facebook, ever-committed connector of humanity and universal good guy, if you let them tell it, introduced a bit of a change to their, well, algorithm. I know it's called a newsfeed, but Facebook? News? And if you know anything about algorithm changes, they tend to cause seismic shifts in the balance of power on a platform, what kind of content gets to become popular, and sometimes even a new company or business grows out of the hits that they get. That's the general internet website model. You start a page or channel or website or whatever, and suddenly you have a chance. That doesn't mean that if you put it up, you're going to get views and success, but you can definitely set things up for it eventually to become possible. Maybe consider ads if you're particularly impatient or lazy. Not so on Facebook. Well, not anymore at least. In what I can only describe as one of the most self-dealing, anti-competitive moves ever, Facebook updated their algorithm to, and I paraphrase, make the Facebook experience more meaningful and focus attention onto family and friends. And I guarantee you that nobody that uses Facebook actually likes that because, and this is a big confession here, I use Facebook. Boo! Get this man out of here! Use Facebook? Wow, literal bro, that's boomer. So uncool. I can't believe I used to be subscribed to that guy. Alright, hang on. It's mostly because I never got around to deleting it. But as a Facebook user, I can tell you that absolutely nobody under the age of 65 wants to see somebody's vacation pics or somebody that they knew from middle school talking about their current relationship, or that one guy you think you were friends with one summer writing paragraphs and paragraphs about how so-and-so is going to be the greatest gosh darn leader the world has ever seen and is putting a particular marginalized group in their place, and on and on and on. How did we even become friends with this guy? I came to Facebook for the same reason I come to YouTube. I'm here for memes, even if they're rarely good anymore, and the videos. You know, the funny ones, the educational ones, the skits, the opinions. But Big Man Zuck said no. Now I gotta go scrap for meaning, apparently. Like I don't have texting and meeting outside. I'm sorry, I can't do this joke. Imagine going outside in 2020? Really? No. And Facebook wasn't just ruined for us kids. Whole businesses lost their platforms overnight. Once upon a time, there were popular pages on Facebook. They'd rake in both views and engagement because of how many people they entertained. They'd just keep on growing and growing. Jalal's, 90s Cup, Meme Thief guys, Soulflow, I didn't say they were all good, and local NYC goat this guy were thriving. Then Facebook turned off the tap. And that takes us to current Facebook. If for some absolutely insane reason you want to build, say, a lifestyle brand for white New Balance types, the shoes I mean, you'd have to go and find them on Facebook. And, I suppose, outside. So, what do? Well, if this was old Facebook, you'd go create some memes and videos that would, resonate with that crowd. Recruit your dad or your uncles or a few mentors of yours and set that up. Have them share those. Maybe say, Hey, check out my son, nephew, whatever. Maybe buy a few ads if you're just that impatient or desperate, and then sit back and watch your work, I don't know, bear fruit or anything. Good enough. It was a lot like growing on YouTube, just maybe with a bit more sharing. But like I said, you can't do that anymore. Nowadays, it's much different. You start a page, wait for everyone to show up, and boom, that doesn't happen. You can try to have people that you know seed your first few posts, but it won't work out. Your reach will be stupidly limited. Unless... Hey kid, what do you want? Can't you see I'm busy? Yes, I suppose I should leave you to scrape up engagement. You know, there's an actual way to do this. You know, I just try, but I don't seem to be able to get anywhere. What can I do to fix it? Well, I do have one thing. Thank you, Facebook. Wait, why do I hear music? And what's that weird thing you're doing with your legs?
So you want to go reach people on Facebook to sell your stuff, and you find that your efforts get you nowhere, you've had enough. But hey, get off of the floor, go look at a Facebook, you'll be okay. No drips, give me some bread and get some engagement real quickly, eh? Here's my solution, won't cost much at all. Buy some ad shows, make some root all. If anyone asks, I'm helping you out, so go celebrate, go scream and shout. Facebook ads are helping, and what do you think of that?
Ah, so I see. Thanks, Facebook. Cheers, my boy. You should get to it. Facebook, away! Man, I really gotta fix my seat. Wait, I gotta pay for this? And that's pretty shady. Facebook has created a pay-to-play system. There aren't any other platforms that engage in this kind of behavior, except maybe Instagram, but A, they don't have much in the way of organic discovery once you followed like 5 or 6 initial accounts, and B, they're owned by Facebook and also on the data collection train. No matter how much corporate PR sauce they try to pour on top of it on FB.com, Facebook is in familiar waters, collecting a fee to make it possible for people to operate. Sure, you technically don't have to do it, but boy, it'd definitely make business a lot simpler if you just complied with us. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what? Let me spell it out. Facebook is behaving like the mafia, almost like they're operating a protection racket. But bro, they're just ads. You're clearly reaching. I mean, get a hold of yourself. Facebook is clearly just trying to be a social network. They just want to keep you happy. They even said so themselves. And look, they have data on their side. Like, it might be a bit concerning, but it's not that big of a deal. People can still get their business started or keep it running elsewhere. Here's the thing. Facebook naturally has to attract more scrutiny for what they've done because of their sheer size. And what they've decided to do is stiff-arm any business looking to build a presence on their platform. They've said, "We're so sorry, but this is the price of business now. Don't worry about why, just hand over the money and nobody gets hurt. And if you don't, you didn't need access to those eyeballs anyways, right? We'll check back later, make sure everything's running alright." You're kidding, right? Facebook is nowhere near illegal, or a mafia, bro. You've officially jumped the shark. Did I really just get this far into the video to hear you say that? Man, this website's gone downhill lately. Actually, I'd say they act pretty darn similar to the mafia. Ever hear of a protection racket? Hopefully you have, but I'm gonna explain it for the sake of watch time. A protection racket is a setup where the mafia or another crime organization profits by collecting fees from businesses in the area for, well, protection. And if you don't pay, they'll send someone in to mess up everything you have and make business, well, a bit difficult. Almost like starting a page with no eyeballs. And here's what makes Facebook even worse. They still serve random content to you on occasion, but, and this is a big but, you get the sense that big boy Facebook is playing favorites because it's garbage. They try to get you to watch somebody streaming Call of Duty or something on Facebook. And like I said, it's a pretty mafia-y business model. For an ostensibly free platform that hoovers up as much data as Facebook does with reckless abandon, they sure are obsessed with running ads. Sure, they make money like that, but no one should be so desperate and so craven they make bolstering that ad business of theirs the only way of seeing meaningful growth on Facebook. But hey, what could I possibly know? I'm just a random guy with a microphone. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Twitter at JJNQ5. If you want to comment, you can, I guess. Have fun.
Thank you.